Hi again, and welcome to another episode of Get Off My Lawn, the show that talks about life, the universe, and whatever's written in that teleprompter. I'm your host, Tom Curley. Today we're going to talk about stupidity. Now, one of the iconic scenes in the first Star Wars movie is the one where Obi-Wan Kenobi is taking Luke Skywalker and his two droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO, into town, and they're stopped by two stormtroopers looking for those very two droids. Now, Obi-Wan simply waves his hand and says,
"These aren't the droids you're looking for."
And the stormtrooper looks at him and says, "These are not the droids you're looking for. You can move along." And they move along. Now, Obi-Wan then explains to Luke that it was a Jedi mind trick, but it only works on the weak and feeble-minded. In other words, it only works on stupid people. Now, that means that the Jedi mind trick would work on a lot of Americans really, really well, because this country has an absolutely amazing number of mind-numbingly stupid people. Now, I bring this up because I read the result of a poll a few years back, and it said, and I am not making this up, that 56% of Americans believe we should not use or teach Arabic numerals. Let that sink in for a moment. 56% of the American public doesn't know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are Arabic numerals. That's some serious stormtrooper stupid. Now, here are some other facts. Only 2 out of 5 of us can identify the 3 branches of government. Less than half of us know which nation dropped the atomic bomb. Only 1/3 of us know that the Congress, not the president, declares war. Only 30% of us know that the members of the House of Representatives serve a 2-year term, and only 25% of us know that senators serve a 6-year term. A generation ago, presidential speeches were pitched at the level of a 12th grader. Today, they're pitched at the level of a 7th grader. Even after the 9/11 Commission had stated publicly that Saddam Hussein had provided no support to al-Qaeda, a poll showed that half the population still insisted that he had. Only 25% of us can name more than one of the 5 freedoms guaranteed by the First Amendment. But more than 50% of us can name 2 members of the Simpson family. Now, these revelations, and many others, come from an author named Rick Schenkman. He's an Emmy Award-winning reporter and historian, and he wrote a book entitled "Just How Stupid Are We? Facing the Truth About the American Voter." Now, the vaunted wisdom of the American people, Schenkman says, is a myth. When it comes to government and politics, we are ignoramuses. We're ill-informed, apathetic, and easily manipulated. Think about it. In 2019, the former Attorney General of the United States took Robert Mueller's 400-plus page report that he didn't even bother to read and just told the American people, "There's nothing for you to see here. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Move along." Almost half the country still believes it. On January 6, 2021, the former president tried to overthrow his own government and is still spreading the lie that he won an election that he lost, and millions of people in this country still think it was a peaceful protest, even though we all watched it on TV. And they still believe he didn't lose. These are the droids you're looking for. Arrest them. And then there's Florida. America's dick. America's big, dumb dick. Now, here's just a few samples of Florida man stories. Florida man wearing t-shirt that says, "Who needs drugs? No, seriously, I have drugs," is arrested for drug possession. Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing an alligator through a Wendy's drive-in window. A Florida cop claims Burger King put dirt in his food. Investigation reveals it was seasoning. Thousands of gun owners in Florida actually went out and tried to shoot down Hurricane Irma. Florida man tries to rob a GameStop while wearing a transparent bag on his head. And finally, and this is my favorite, Florida man who tried to run to Bermuda in an inflatable bubble is rescued by the Coast Guard. Again. And then there's the number one all-time greatest, best bigly brained Florida man of them all. We need you, Obi-Wan.
You're my only hope.
Well, be sure to click, comment, subscribe, tag, poke, prod, shove, punch, tickle, or whatever the hell you're supposed to do on these sites. And be sure to check out my favorite websites, Serendipity, Seeking Intelligent Life on Earth. Not gonna happen. And Voicescape's Audio Theater, for the best in audio comedy and drama. I should know. I've heard all the material. And a half-hour radio show, the cult radio hit from the 90s that just refuses to die. Well, that's all for this episode. I'm Tom Curley. See you next time. Now get off my lawn.